What's up, visionary?
What's good?
Welcome to Vision of Love and Relationships. I'm Tanya, and I'm joined by my wonderful, wonderful husband.
Lamont.
And we hope you're doing well as usual. We're so glad you're here, and we're glad to be here because this is what we ultimately want to be doing. Right? So why not? And then plus, we just love you guys. Okay, we love us, not fighters. Okay. All right, so today we want to show you how to have a good year and unlock your full potential in 2025.
As we bring in this new year, we want to show you how to focus on the missing 36% and the magical triple system that will help you achieve ultimate success here in 2025. And a system is going to save you time, energy, and money. If you don't have a system in place for 2025, you will be spending extra time, energy, and money.
Yeah. So we're going to focus on the core areas for achieving personal goals, your personal development goals, and we're going to also discuss some of the specific actionable strategies and techniques you can use to apply these principles in your own life and relationships. Because nothing changes if nothing changes. You have to take that action.
2025 will be the same year as 2024, 2023, 2022, and any other year. If you think you're going to unintentionally step into the new year, bringing your same mindset, the same habits, the same intention, and you're expecting something intentionally to happen different.
That's the definition of insanity.
Insanity.
We can't show up the same person except expecting different results.
Yeah.
All right. So the missing 30%, 36% framework, it provides a model for understanding the factors that contribute to personal fulfillment.
In life, if you want to be personal fulfilled, you got to take charge.
Yeah. Got to take charge of your own actions and your own choices.
Yeah.
Stop blaming other people for things that's going on in your life. That's going to be a good start.
36% of personal fulfillment is within our control. These are the things that we control. Actions and choices. We have the choice to act the way we do, and we have and our actions will dictate the choices that ultimately happen, the things that happen to us in life.
And 36%, that's a big portion that's within your control.
Yeah.
So,
and if we control that, then we can ultimately have a fulfilling year and let that be the foundation to ultimately head into 2026.
So 64% of personal fulfillment is determined by our genetics.
Yeah.
And life circumstances. Now, these are factors that that's largely out of our control. This 64% we can't control. It's genetics. We were born with it,
Place we grew up, the people we attached to that put their genetics into us that didn't heal or deal with their issues, we take on that. And that ultimately comes into our life.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have to define our life, especially now in 2025.
Yeah.
Because 36% we control.
Yeah. But even though the 64% again is out of our control and out of our hands, we can still strive for that 100% fulfillment by focusing on that 36. There's no harm in striving for 100, even though that 64, is genetics and things that's out of our control.
We control the 36% that's going to dictate how our life goes because that's choices and actions, and we control that.
Yeah. That's gonna mean simply taking responsibility for your for all aspects of our lives. And I know I said simply, but I mean it really ain't simple, it can be quite hard to do that. And that's why we're here, discussing these things, because you kind of don't know what you don't know. Like I know a lot of people didn't know that 34% was in our reach. In our control, and 36% was in our control, and then the other 64 is out of our control. But now you know, so you can start to create that balance. You know, understand this balance because that's going to be key to achieving your personal fulfillment.
Yeah.
Okay. So
areas of the missing 30%, 36%. The 36% of our life that we can control are relationships, work, personal finance, health, and personal and spiritual finance, spiritual growth.
Yeah.
Strong, healthy relationships are the critical foundation of our overall being. Relationships make and break a big part of our lives. And if our relationships are right, then overall we can start creating a healthier dynamic with people, our family, friends, and the loved ones that we got surrounding us.
Yeah, it can be like a trifecta.
Yeah, effect. That's the ripple effect. Yeah. So controlling that 36, we can't control, which is relationships, work, health, and personal growth. Finding meaning in our life, finding purpose, balance in our work is essential. Essential.
Yeah.
To achieving fulfillment in 2025.
Yeah. So that also includes taking care of our physical and mental health.
Yeah,
that's foundational. Yeah, I mean, your mind got to be right.
Yeah.
Without the mind, you have nothing.
Yeah. So we're going to focus on these areas of the 36% that you control as we go into the presentation on this new year.
Yep. So prioritizing self-care, adopting healthy habits, and managing stress and anxiety is part of that.
Yeah. Relationships. Like we said, relationships are the core of our well-being and happiness. When our relationships is right, then everything else seems to kind of, like I said, it has a ripple effect. And the first relationship we got to have is with ourselves.
Yeah. If you can't do relationships, you can't do it. You can't do nothing. You can't do life. Because everything involves having a relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
You know, having good how can I say it? Well, connections. Connections. Yeah, that's exactly
and
what
the connections
I'm
with ourselves and the connections with people.
Yes.
So 3 areas that you need to work on this year in order to have a good year is you need to ask yourself, what's 3 areas of yourself that you think you did good at in building a strong connection with yourself and building a strong connection with other people.
This could be with family, friends, colleagues, or the community.
Yeah.
Like, are you in a church? You know, do you have a community of, you know, people?
And some people network is small, so it's just family and friends.
Yeah.
Or maybe you and your spouse, whatever be the case. What have you done to strengthen those relationships? What was good? What did you do good at?
Yeah. What did you do to nurture them?
Yeah. And next, identify 3 areas where you didn't do so good at connecting with the people in your life, at connecting with yourself. Maybe you use words that was beating yourself down this year. Maybe you was using a lot of things that you was the biggest contribute to you not having a good year in 2024. Because a lot of times, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. So we be our biggest critic and the biggest hindering block for us achieving success in our life is ourselves.
Yeah, a lot of times we that little grasshopper.
We the grasshopper. That's 2 sides. That's the good. That's the bad. That's the can do it and that's the can't do it side that we fight. There's the enemy within. Just that enemy within we fight. The good, the bad, the can't do it, the can do it spirit. They both in there talking. The crazy thing is in life, in order for us to have a good life, the good side got to win on every time. Good side majority got to win.
Yeah.
If the bad side is taking over, the I can't do it, the bad spirit, then we're gonna have an unfulfilled life and we're gonna have unfulfilled relationships.
And you know, the thing about it is it takes so much more to be that bad guy. It takes so much more out of you.
Yeah.
To be that bad, you know, to take the bad. side. It just take a lot out of you. Okay, so self-awareness is going to be an important first step towards your growth.
Yep. So what 3 areas do you need to improve on? And then lastly, what 3 relationships do you need to nurture and keep this year? You need to stay with healthy interactions. Mm-hmm. What 3 relationships do you need to nurture and keep this year? And also, if you guys are in a relationship, married, you're watching this screen, then you need to ask your partner, what are 3 ways that you did good, and 3 areas that you did good at this year, and 3 areas that you need to improve on this year. And then once you share this with your partner, share this with your people, you got to allow them to check you on it, man. Mature. I'm gonna say maturity because that's a big word. Because allowing somebody to check you on areas that you say you're gonna work on. So when you give your family or your peoples these 3 areas that you say, if they give you these 3 areas that you need to improve on, let them be able to check you on this and watch how this year be a year of extraordinary growth.
Yeah. And also, what 3 steps can you take to invest more into these connections? Okay, so taking time out to do reflections on your relationship can help you develop more fulfilling social life and support network. All right, so work-life balance is crucial for our overall well-being and productivity. There are 3 key areas that we'll focus on, and that's time management, stress management, and setting boundaries. Those are 3 big key areas. Okay. First, aligning our career with our values can help us find more purpose and meaning for work.
Yep. A lot of times we got to realize,
or meaning in our
work. Job. I mean, a job will make us a living. Our purpose will make us a fortune. So your job, you can't look at your job as your overall means of creating a fulfilling life, unless it aligns. What are your values? If your values to do little or do work less, then maybe your job aligns with what you want to do. But if your life, if you feel like your life has a purpose more than work, then you're going to have to find it. You're going to have to work part-time on your job and full-time on yourself.
Absolutely.
That's how you're going to fulfill your purpose life, and start aligning with the values that you have in life.
Yeah, but if you got a job, don't complain about it.
Don't complain.
Because you ultimately chose that job. So don't be going into the word job, oh Lord, and then taking stuff out on your cousin.
You mad at the job because you cut off.
Yeah. It's lifing.
Crazy. You chose, that's why it's hard to go live sometimes because the internet be messing up, but we're gonna try to work this out because
it's a windy, stormy day too.
Yeah, it is. But we're gonna work this out. We said we had to come over here and give you guys this content because God told me this year He's gonna do extraordinary things outside the box.
Man.
And that's just
go ahead.
And that's just not for us. That's for anybody who's watching this stream. You guys, you get to be a part of our overflow that we're gonna experience this year. Order the pizza.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
So here we is. We ordered the pizza. We ordered the pizza. Then we're gonna order the pizza. We got a little coupon about to expire. So we called the pizza place, and I said I want an 18-inch pizza. She's talking about, we don't sell 18-inch pizzas. It's the other place that sell 18-inch pizzas.
We got 17.
We got 17-inch pizzas. Okay.
One of the ones who sound like she ain't like a job.
Yeah, perfect example. Yeah, she sound like she showed up at the job and now all of a sudden she don't like it. And I know circumstances come people way where they might have a outright customer, but you gotta take the straights with the curves in life, man.
Yeah.
I can't stand people who don't want to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
You want to run, you want to get all mad and attitude when the bad comes. But anyway, back to the story. So she was like, we don't serve 18-inch pizzas. So I go to pick up the pizza. This man tell me I didn't pay extra for the pizza. I paid the same price. As a matter of fact, we use a coupon. We got buy one, get one free on them all. So I go to pick up pizza. Good pizza, though. Slices, boy. Good pizza, good Buffalo pizza. They got good pizza. They ain't good as the one in Detroit.
No. Not by far.
But it was
but
good.
It's good.
But
yeah.
It was good. So we goes to pick up the pizza. The man said, hey, I put yours on a flat box.
Yeah, man.
So they hand me the pizza. My pizza is up. It looked like
he told him he upgraded.
He upgraded for free. And it looked like the pizza. What was it, like a 48-inch? We got to split it with everybody.
It's really big, yeah. It's so big. I'm like, I'm just gonna have a look too, you know. But you ain't got no 18-inch. This is like a 40-inch.
Yeah, they said they didn't have 17-inch, and then the man gonna give me. He said, sir, as soon as I came in, he said, sir, we upgraded your pizza. I upgraded your pizza to the big box.
Man,
that's all he said. And and then they give me this big old thing. They went from 17. They didn't have the 18-inch to they doubled the 18-inch and got. I think that was probably like a 48-inch.
Yeah, it's really big.
48-inch pizza. We didn't pay extra, but see that's this year. So if you're here on this webinar, you had a chance. You especially make it to the end, or if you're watching this right here, you type comment I received that God said He's going to do extraordinary things exceedingly and abundantly things in your life. He's going to do things outside of the box. So that's the message for this year, along with some other words we got for you. So if you watching this, type I received that in the comment section. And I don't even do prophetic words like this, but this is the first time that God opened up to me, and that's my word for this year. And He showed it to me so abundantly clear. So if you're receiving this, type I receive and get some of this overflow in the comments below and watch what happened to your life. But He also gave me this. Be faithful and stand fast, and you shall reap the reward. So we got to do our part. Nothing goes without work. Faith
without works.
Without works is dead. So we got to do our part. He said, just keep the faith. He said, just keep the faith and watch what happened. Maintain clear focus. Stand fast on what I told you to do. And in time, you shall reap your reward.
Absolutely. So we're going to hop back in, though. What we was talking about choosing your job. You know, you chose the job. Don't be so bitter. Okay. And don't be complaining. But maintain a clear separation between work and personal time.
Yeah.
It's important for preserving our work-life balance.
Yeah.
Everything is about that balance.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people are doing it working from home, or you're a lot of work from home. So work from home is easy. We work from home. So it's easy for us to get caught up in working, especially if you work from home and stuff. It's easy to get caught up in working, so you never know when to cut off. It's like, what time do you cut off if you work from home? Sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow. So in the new year, we want to make sure that we're creating that balance. So it's just relaxing. And I think so many times we forget the power of rest and just not working.
Yeah.
Sometimes a lot, because success in life, and I'll tell you, we got the 36% and we got the 60%, but success in life is 80% mental and 20% physical.
Yeah, and sometimes we out here doing all this physical.
We doing the physical part. We working like a dog.
Physical if you're using that mental.
And that's why the most successful people are not the ones that work hard. It's the ones that work smart, because your brain is the most powerful muscle in your body that you own. Your brain can lift more than these arms right here.
Yeah.
Lift more than these legs.
Yeah.
I know people got some strong legs, strong arms, but that's only weak compared to this right here, this mind muscle. We can do a lot more with this. And if we want to really have an abundant year, guys, you got to use that muscle. This right here.
Yeah.
Closer to God, closer to ourselves, closer to the people around us that we love and we want to be near. Because two things in life we can't get back: time and people. So this video right here bring you into the new year. We want to help you save you some time, energy, and money, so you can spend your time, energy, and money on people you love, and spend your time doing the things you love. And that starts with the foundation we set today. It's going to dictate how we live tomorrow.
Yep. And so the third component of the work-life balance is managing your stress levels, both at work and in your personal life.
Yeah.
You know, being stressed causes a lot of problems.
Yeah, it's Ricky Straight.
Causes problems in your body. A stressed body, it's letting off those, you know how you get the good hormones when you fall in love?
Yeah.
You get the bad hormones when you stress. It's the same thing. It causes diseases and stuff.
And don't take on too much workload at the job. Like we put in the last video, we said, don't let somebody's bad planning be your emergency. Don't take on that extra work at the job. Don't take on no other shift if you don't want to. Don't do nothing extra. Do your job. Do your job to the 100%, but don't do nothing extra that's not in your best interest.
Right.
And it's going to cause you more stress where you do it and all of a sudden you talking junk about doing it.
Yeah.
That means it's stressful to you. You didn't want to do it in the first place.
Yeah.
Say no.
Or you missed out on something that you were supposed to do with your family.
Yeah.
Because you took the, you know,
yeah,
the job.
Yeah. And that goes back to work balance. Sometimes let's say no to that little extra hour, especially if you ain't doing. Most people, if you wasting the money anyway, two things you can't get back: time and energy. So don't waste your time on try to make a little bit of extra dollars that you're gonna waste anyway. It's better to spend the time with the people you love.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time and energy on things that not gonna be fulfilling.
And that's work. That's the work part of it. There's also the life part of it. Like, don't even do too much for your. And I'm not gonna say I hate to say it because it's the truth. Don't do too much for your family and friends that you can't do. You know, if you can't do it, you can't do it. Like prioritize yourself. Because there's a lot of people out there that prioritize other people over themselves and never even have the time for themselves, you know, to do anything for themselves.
And there's a lot of people that prioritize their self over anybody else. True. And if you want success in life, you help enough people get what they want. They're going to help you get what you want. That's Jim Rome for you.
Again, it's balance. So don't give yourself too much. Don't give nobody else too much.
That perfect balance. But don't be so selfish out here because eventually you're going to need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Don't be so selfish, man. I see a lot of people, they want to be so selfish. They think it's all about them. Mm-hmm. And then they wonder why people like them because you ain't help nobody else. And you ain't most important, you probably ain't help the people that help that you know would help you. Mm-hmm. So be fruitful over the people and be faithful. Build and nourish the relationships of people that's gonna help you. Nourish. Find 3 people in your life, 3 relationships in your life that you need to nourish. Maybe it's a relationship with your kids, maybe a relationship with your family, maybe it's a relationship with yourself. Mm-hmm. I would think that's the 3 areas.
Yeah.
So focus on that and watch how this year be a year of extraordinary change.
Well, we got to put
growth.
Spiritual.
Yeah.
Right. Work on God. All right. But let's talk a little bit about health and well-being, the 3 key areas in health and well-being. All right. And that's physical, mental, and emotional health.
Yeah.
We've been discussing it, already, but let's dig a little deeper. All right. So for physical health, it's important for you to find an exercise routine that works for you and maintain a balanced diet. I know it's New Year's. I know. Everybody doing those New Year's resolutions. I really myself, I don't think New Year's resolutions work. Everybody go hard for about 3 days.
Because it's a goal.
You gotta put something more behind it to make you, make it last. And it's got to be a bigger why than it's a New Year's resolution.
And a lot of times people want to go 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
Like I want to go. I'm exercise 3 times this week. 3 times a week.
Yeah.
knowing
goals.
knowing you probably that's a far-fetched goal that you go exercise thing. Let's focus on one.
Yeah.
let's focus on certain goals shouldn't be so big where you don't reach them, then you quit.
Yeah.
Sometimes we gotta, if you've been somebody who's been setting goals and you haven't been reaching them, let's focus on, because to get the snowball rolling in life, you gotta start rolling.
Yeah.
So start achieving goals normally will be the thing that gets the ball rolling. So I achieved that 1 week. I've been knocking that out. Let me go up to 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I achieved that 2 weeks. Let me go up to 3. So if your goal is to, let's say, lose weight this year, let's not say you're gonna try to exercise every day this week. You probably go every day this year, or 2-3 times a week. 3 times a week is about the average time people work out. So that would be a far-fetched goal for most people. Let's focus on one. Let's focus on you doing one 15-minute workout a week.
Don't think you're gonna drop something quick, but
see,
but it's a start.
But see, so much is not so much the results; it's the process.
Yeah.
See, the process gets you going, then you get the results.
Yeah.
That's people fail to realize. They want to go. They want to get the result before they understand the process.
Yeah. Because not only that, you're gonna have to work on your diet as well.
Yeah.
So that's my thing when I put myself in the situation, because I want to drop a few, but I stopped eating beef.
That's a takeaway. So one thing can I take away a week?
Stop drinking.
Yeah.
I stopped doing things, but the drinking didn't come from wanting to lose weight.
Yeah.
It was more spiritual, but still. My problem is, though, I'm still ain't there with the working out. I gotta get up. I gotta work out.
Yeah, you gotta focus on one.
Yeah. But now that I've mastered, like, I don't even have the taste for beef or certain things. I'm like, okay, then that beef ain't dropping the pounds like it should be. But I know it's me.
And you got to get rid of something. You got to sacrifice something that you got to say. You can't be sacrificing stuff that ain't sacrificial. Like, I can go without beef.
Sacrificial.
Yeah, but I
love a good roast.
In order to get this ball roll, you got to sacrifice something that's meaningful.
I need to work out.
Yeah, and sometimes it's little things that we can add that, like we said, get the ball rolling. So if your goal is to lose weight this year, let's try working out 1 day a week. Let's try cutting one thing, one habit, not the whole habit. Let's say you maybe eat snack after
a certain time. Yeah.
Cut the snack out, man. Sometimes it's one habit that can really start the ball rolling to a healthy lifestyle. It's not so much of trying to cut everything. It's just about, like we said, just finding balance. And, in the workout, just finding balance in the things we eat. Just finding overall balance.
Yeah, because I think I found the eating is good. It's the working out. I need to do both to achieve my goals. So I know that. So make sure that you don't go too far-fetched on what you can do.
Yeah.
If you haven't been working out, like my baby said, start with 1 day a week, because ultimately you're going to have to add these diets. You're going to have to add better eating into there too, depending on your weight goal, what you're trying to do.
Yeah. But one habit at a time is how we're going to achieve our goals this year. Goals like exercising and eating right stuff.
Yeah. Make it to where you don't want to give up.
Yeah. One habit at a time.
Okay. And for mental health, establish healthy morning and nighttime routines.
Yeah.
And practice stress management techniques like mindfulness.
Yeah.
Oh, I love mindfulness.
Yeah.
I love mindfulness.
And mental health, like I said, morning routines. We do graceful purpose. We do see some kind of ritual, personal motivation. We do graceful purpose, like spiritual, and we do ain't nothing like, for me personally, this personal motivation, something like some Eric Thomas, something to get me fired up in the morning, to get my spirit going so I can be ready to conquer the day. Just like we got to come to God daily, we got to come daily with spiritual personal development. Spiritual personal development, like it's almost like our day don't get started unless we do something. My baby, she do the devotions and graceful purpose, me spiritual, and not do my little devotions in the morning and stuff. But when we don't fulfill those in the morning, it's like, or doing our daily and even nightly routines, it's like the day is unfulfilled. It's like something is missing during that day.
Yeah.
So you got to come daily on personal, and you got to come daily with spiritual development. This is going to help you have a good day. And then when stress come, you be not so stressful.
Yeah.
about life.
Yeah. And also I would say take some time to just sit there
Yeah,
and think,
yeah,
no noise. Have a no noise
yeah.
time.
Have
So
some quiet
sometimes you
time
just
during
have a
the
quiet
day.
time, yeah.
You need at least 10 minutes. I say at least 10 minutes of quiet time. No phone. I think a lot of people just fail to just sit. And I know it's hard because most people don't like themselves. But we got to sit with ourselves quietly and just think. We got to think because we've been so trained for people to think for us. Social media, everything we watching, everything people are thinking, people are dictating how we think. So we're not able to really think for ourselves. I know we got to just sit 10 minutes, stressful management, and 10 minutes a day and think for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Morning routine, night routine to get us going, to put us down, and during the day to keep us going and keep us fit to handle these life difficulties and things that come our way when we get out of here is to just spend time and sit with ourselves for 10 minutes.
Yep. And the third pillar for health and wellness, the third key, is going to be emotional health, involving self awareness and the ability to regulate your emotions
Calm down.
effectively. Yep. A lot of times we go our feelings and emotions, and if we can learn how to regulate those emotions.
Don't get so outrageous or out of control when somebody say something to you that you don't like. When somebody do something to you, the 36% of the your life that you could control is your actions and the choice you make.
Mm-hmm.
So control your regulation, control yourself. Don't be so emotional unstable because if your emotions get in the way, it will get the best of you. And you can't think clearly when your emotions are out of control. So manage your stress, manage your emotion, get create that balance in your health and your diet, and watch this year be a year of extraordinary growth.
Yep. And these three pillars, physical, mental, and emotional, are all interconnected and crucial for our overall well being. Personal growth and spiritual growth. Man, all we've been talking about.
Set goals. Set your personal goals. What do you want to achieve in life?
Mm-hmm.
Set 3 personal goals that you want to achieve. At least 3. I think 3 is the magic charm. And write them down. Writing your goals down helps you achieve your goals.
Yep. So, these 3 achievable goals will help you build the momentum and confidence you need.
There's a starting point. The foundation for you to start.
Yep. Your goals can also increase the likelihood of you achieving them by an impressive 2%.
Writing them down. Right now, your goals gives you a 40% chance more likely to achieve them. So what that means, the opposite effect goes into a play. If you don't write down your goals, then you got a 42% chance. You got a 62% chance of achieving your goals, which is almost half. And not only that, that's just 60% of just not writing them down. Not to mention the other factors in life that play that knock down your 62% down to probably about 20 or 30. You got life, you got kids, you got just life again, because life be happening. So if you don't write down your goals, then you're really cutting your odds of achieving them. So you planning to fail. So let's write down our goals, because if you don't write down your goals, then you plan to fail. Write down your goals. At least 3 actionable, achievable goals, because like we said, if your goals are too high, then you won't hit them. And don't make them so low that you hit them in the first week.
Okay. Right. So also when you writing them down, you accepting it's accountability.
Yeah.
And it's also commitment. You're committing yourself to these goals. So you got them written down. Make sure if you're in a relationship, your significant other, your spouse can see it, or your kids can see it, so you can be held accountable, and you'll commit.
That is like we said, the 3 things that you. So we're working on this. The Magic Triplets. So the 3 things that you said you're going to work on, the 3 things your partner said that you did good at, the 3 things that they said that you need to work on this year, they need to be able to check you on that. And like I said, maturity is, if you want to mature them, you got to be held accountable.
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing goes with your goals. Let your partner know your goals.
Yeah.
At least let one person know your goals and be like, check me on this. If you see I'm slipping, if I'm not aligning what I said I'm gonna do in these goals, I give you permission to check me.
Yeah.
We gotta have somebody that will check us. Get somebody that will check you in 2025 to let you so you can get back on track, because we can easily fall off track of doing what we say we're gonna do when we do it in silence.
Yeah.
And nobody's there to witness us when we get off track, because we didn't tell nobody. We said inside goals we didn't write down and nobody knows about it. So it's easily to not achieve something when you just whisper.
Right. And nobody can hear you.
And nobody can hear you.
Yo, remember that goals without a plan are just dreams.
Yeah.
Again, goals without a plan are just dreams.
Yeah.
Okay, so stay consistent and persistent.
Consistent and persistent.
Even when you face obstacles or setbacks, because we all know challenges and setbacks are going to come.
Yeah.
But you got to push through them and never give up.
Yeah.
Never surrender. Never give up.
Challenges
like
and setbacks are just little detours that's trying to prevent us from reaching our goals. And if we fall victim to these obstacles and detours, then we become a victim to our own circumstances.
Yeah.
Because we got 2 things we can do. We can control choice and action.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you really start seeing growth is when you stay committed long term.
Yeah.
Stay committed long term. And again, everything that we said before this is going to help you stay committed long term.
Because in due time, you shall reap your reward if you do not faint.
Yeah.
But if you faint, you stop, you quit, you don't keep going, then you ain't going to get no reward. You're going to get what you got.
You ain't get no rewards for that.
So the 3 words this year that you must focus on in order to achieve extraordinary results. We're going to focus on 3 words. We got 3 steps. We got 3 goals, 3 steps, 3 actual steps. We're going to give you 3 words. 3 words that you need to work on this year is attention, attentive, and mindfulness. If you forget the goals, goal number 3, remember goal number 1. Attentional, attentive, and mindful.
Break that down. Break that down. Being intentional is being purposeful and deliberate in our actions and decisions, aligning our behaviors with our values and goals.
Yeah. So intentional. Nothing in life is going to just happen good if you're not intentional about it.
Yeah.
You might be lucky. You might get a little luck. But most things in life, majority of things in life, you got to be attentive. If you want a better life, you want 2025 to be a year of extraordinary growth, extraordinary change, then you have to be intentional about seeking it.
Yeah. And when I think of intentional, I think about why. Like knowing your why is to be intentional.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing this because, not just I'm doing this. I don't know where it's going. I don't know what
that's unintentional.
Yeah, that's
because
what
you
I'm
got
saying.
intentional.
Knowing your why is being intentional.
And you got unintentional. Unintentionally negative stuff, you're gonna attract a life that you don't want. If you just do nothing, just show up and be how they said sleepwalking, you old slugger.
Dead man
if you be sleepwalking through life, then you're gonna unintentionally attract things in life, a life that you don't want.
Yeah.
To create a life you want in 2025, you got to be intentional about it. Intentional. What's intentional again?
Intentional is being purposeful and deliberate in our actions and decisions, aligning our behaviors with our values and goals.
So if your intention is to whatever you say you're going to achieve, you got to align with it. Your values and your behavior must be intentionally aligned with what you say you're going to do. So if you tell your partner you're going to stop something or you're going to do something or you're not going to do something, I'm work on this, do it.
And know why you doing it.
And
why are you doing it?
And your actions should align with what you put on, what you value. And write it, like we said, write everything that all these threes we give you guys to write your threes down, 3 people you want to do, 3 actions, 3 goals. Write all this stuff down, because when you put it on paper, and then like we said, we're gonna let our partners, our people, our loved ones check us this year, then we're gonna be able to hit them. This is the year of maturity. We're gonna mature in the areas of our life that we say we're gonna mature in. Why? Because we're gonna have accountability partner.
Yeah. And that second one was attentive. That's paying close attention, being fully present in the moment, and noticing the details and nuances around us. Ain't nothing like being present in that moment. So be attentive.
Attentive. Now, this right here, I know I could have just said this right here by itself, because attentive and service are almost the same thing, but you got to be to what's going on around you. If you're not attentive, then you're gonna find resentment started creeping in your relationship. You're gonna find your kids are starting to separate because you wasn't attentive to small things too. Small things, small little twerks, small little bits of connection, small little things that happen that the average person will brush off as small can mean big things, because small things break up the relationship. It's not, a lot of times it's not big gestures. Sometimes it's small little things that we wasn't attentive to over the course of a long time, then all of a sudden we got a problem.
Yeah.
Because we failed to be attentive over the little small things. That's just how being unattentive over periods of time can end up creeping in our relationship in life. Because it's things that we failed to pay attention to, that we neglected to do, that we neglected to see, that we neglected to hear, that all of a sudden we got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. And I can tell you, if you want to see, if your life is messed up, because one area or more than one area, something in your life you're not attentive to. Or if your relationship is messed up, or if your relationship maybe be about to be messed up because something you're not doing or you're not being attentive to. Something you're not being attentive to in your life and relationship that can hinder you and mess up your relationship in 2025. So this year, if you want to have a extraordinary life and relationship, be attentive. Don't be asleep. Don't be sleepwalking in your relationship. You got to wake up. Like the song say, I hate to be a singer on here, but if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. And that's being attentive for adults.
Yeah.
For adults, that's being attentive. Pay attention to your kids. Pay attention to your partner. Because those two areas, or your family, these areas they neglected, then you're not going to have a good year.
Yep.
So be intentional,
and the third
be attentive, and number 3, be mindful.
And what mindful means is maintaining a state of active thoughts, emotions, and environment without judgment.
Open attention. Keep your attention open to the things and the people, what's happening around you, without judging. Be open, pay attention to the things, the people, what's happening around you. Being optimistic.
Yeah.
These 3 words.
Yeah. Be ready to approach life with greater awareness, focus, and purpose in this new year ahead.
These are the 3 words that you need to take with you. These are your 3. You put it somewhere in your calendar. Intentional, attentive, and mindfulness are the 3 words this year that's going to help you have an extraordinary year. So keep it at your forefront. Be intentional about being attentive, and be mindful about being intentional.
You got that's it.
Yeah. Be mindful about being intentional.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. So the Magical Triplet System is a framework for managing the 3 key resources in our lives: time, energy, and money.
Yep. And that's what a system does. The system goal is designed to save yourself time, energy, and money. This system helps you by making the most effective use of your time, energy, and financial resources.
Yeah. So embrace your missing 36%. Set goals again. Write at least 3 goals down. But remember what we said. Don't just write these goals down.
Put an action plan.
Put a plan to it. Show somebody, tell somebody so you can be held accountable.
Yeah.
And commit to it long term.
Yeah.
Okay.
Track your progress every 3 weeks. Once a month, we want to check our progress to make sure we're on the right track. And we can ask our partner to check our progress. So as the 3 things we said we're going to do, the 3 goals we said we're going to do, have a check-in once a month, every 3 weeks to make sure we still on the right track. Get checked. So we're going to have this year, 2025, the year of extraordinary growth and maturity, that we're gonna have a check-in every once a month so we can get checked. Take responsibility for what we said we're gonna do.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to have a year of extraordinary growth, then don't let nobody check you. Don't let nobody help you take responsibility of what you say you're gonna do. It's ultimately it's a choice, and that choice is what we control 36% of what happens to our life. So you choose not to do it, don't do it.
Yeah, this can be your year. Area of focus.
36% of the problems that we can solve.
Yep. So, that's what we've discussed. We're going to recap. We've discussed the 36 problems, those challenges or obstacles that are holding you back from achieving your full potential.
Yep.
Understanding and addressing these issues are crucial.
Yep.
Okay. We also introduced the Magical Triplets. It's a framework of 3 goals.
The system.
3 goals, 3 actions, and 3 words to help you stay on track and motivate you throughout this year.
The 3 words: intentional, attentive, and mindful. These 3 words are words that can help you stay on track this year. Write them down somewhere. Do something, man. I'm telling you, if you don't write it down, then you got a 42% chance of not achieving your goals this year.
So how serious are you?
Yeah.
Finally, we emphasize the importance of creating an intentional system to help you stay focused and, again, attentive to your priorities. This will be the foundation for your success in the new year.
Yeah, and below us, wherever you see in this video at, we're going to put the link to the yearly compass. This yearly compass is to close the year out, to help you to really achieve your goals, to write them down. You're going to get a booklet. This is a little booklet we use every year to kind of get the ball rolling. So, and this kind of the framework that I use to kind of do this PowerPoint for you guys. So, but wherever you see this video, we're going to put the link to the yearly compass. You download that PDF and just go ahead and write down what we talked about on this webinar. Download it, write it down, share with your partners. Just going to help you work on the magical triplets to achieving extraordinary success in this year coming, and just to go reflect on the past year, what happened. You know what I'm saying? What we achieved, what we didn't achieve, so we can move forward, man. So we can close the door to last year and move forward to this year.
Yeah, and if you didn't have such a great connection in your marriage,
Did you do the last one?
Yeah, if you didn't have such a great connection in your marriage, your relationship, man, we also got our mini course that you're gonna be able to cop.
Yeah, coming out soon. Yeah.
Yep, coming out real soon.
So keep locked in on the channel. We're gonna be releasing that this year.
Yep. So they had vision.
Nah. If you made it this, like I said, you made it this far to the video, you're gonna be part of our overflow. This year, we're gonna overflow, and just by you checking out this message, God told me to tell you, you're gonna have a year of extraordinary growth. Extraordinary things are gonna happen for you outside of the box. Keep the faith, be persistent, comment claim it below in the chat to receive it. So this has been another episode of Vision of Love. We hope this year is a year of, like we said, extraordinary things happening for you outside of the box. Wish you much success, man.
I wish you a happy change year.
Happy New Year.
Happy change year. All right, Happy New Year, y'all. This has been another episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. They had vision, and together they built the life that they love. Go build.
Go build. We'll see you in the next one. New year. New year.